Hello, Richard. Is that one called? I'm here because what should be getting addressed at COP15 is probably the single most important issue on this planet's evolutionary history and in terms of the democratic rights of all people on Earth. We can see there's a crisis in the negotiations, and that is what makes the citizens' movements and citizens' voice even more important, which is why I'm spending all my time that I'm here at the Climate Forum, not standing in the corridors like most governments of the world, waiting to see whose conspiracy will be more successful, to be announced on the 18th, when the heads of state join. In my reading, there are only two possible outcomes of the formal meeting. One possible outcome is a success which will be a failure for the planet, a success of destroying the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, destroying the legally binding framework for making commitments, on making a shift so that greenhouse gases don't keep getting emitted, the planet's climate systems don't keep getting destroyed, and millions of people's lives don't keep getting threatened. The second outcome is there's no movement at all, because the third world countries who want to defend the UNFCCC say, like Gandhi, we will not obey your conspiracies. And as the African countries walked out in Barcelona, we might see a walkout of the island nations, we might see a walkout of those countries in Africa which are facing extended drought.
What kind of system do you suggest would be appropriate for the developing countries?
Well, you know, I already mentioned in my opening remarks that I really see we have to move from a capital-centered, finance-centered way of organizing life on this planet to an earth-centered, people-centered way of organizing life on this planet, and I call that earth democracy. That the earth counts, the earth family counts, and people count. First of all, I'm going to sign this declaration. People will lead the change, governments will have to follow. Yes, yeah?
Just so. Thank you.